Blumenfield, Harris-Dawson, Hernandez.
Good morning. You have 3 minutes for the items and 1 minute for general. Go ahead.
My name is Mr. Singh today because I plan to retire from this fucking criminal corruption of Los Angeles. I want to speak on all motherfucking items, please, and get my non-general public comment on behalf of Mr. Singh. Yeah, look at item 15 regarding the Los Angeles Police Department. They got some badass fucking cops in there with some big-ass guns, you know? But again, none of you jackasses care about them, because if you did, you would offer them a good retirement package and give them some nice retirement gifts before they leave, not when they're gone. So regarding the sworn hiring, it's not going to happen. You don't have the budget. What you're going to do is you're going to ask the federal government to pay for this shit because your dumbass governor doesn't give you the money to pay for the budget. Remember what Mary Bass said? We don't got enough money to hire police officers. What a stupid bitch. Then look at number 11, smoke and scan. The regular meeting in Van Nuys. Well, fuck Van Nuys. That's what I think about it on item number 11. Matter of fact, because I have such limited time, fuck item 13 and CD8. Because if it was CD9, I'd be up there in the courthouse right now on the 3rd floor in Division 42 with Kern Price. So let's go into item number 10, and I'll read it clearly into my clerical understanding with my 1 minute. The chair and member of Energy decides that recycling program as a component is not good for Los Angeles. Well, I could have fucking told you that. You fucking moron or what? Even smoke and scan and even Sing back there could tell you what I already know. Collecting fucking garbage from the street like recyclables for $20 a fucking day will never pay my rent. Get it? Dumbass attorney, big head. I find the city cannot continue this BRBR program because it doesn't exist. Just like the dick in my hand doesn't exist.
So you've exhausted your 1 minute on item 10. Please move on to another item.
Well, I did 11. Did I do 12, asshole? Regarding LAPD, sing S. Let's sing INGH to sing. He's on his way for his retirement. Can't you say what I see about Mr. Singh and his retirement? Now into my general fucking
1 minute.
Comment. Big head, moron, idiot, stupid, confined asshole.
Oh, hold on. Your time has not started yet.
You
Hold on,
assholes.
Mr. Herman.
Oh.
It is not your time yet. Okay. 1 minute. Go ahead. I'm sorry. We're having a technical... Mr. Herman, hold on. We're having technical difficulties. Just a second. Mr. Herman, do not interrupt me. This is your first and only warning. Do not disrupt this meeting. If you do, you'll be subject to removal pursuant to Rule 7 and Rule 12. I will tell you when your time begins. Go ahead. You have 1 minute.
Everyone knows that this contemptuous big head, pumpkin head up there constantly says, Rule 7, rule this. Well, fuck your Rule 7, asshole. Show me where your vague, stupid asshole comment towards me and my public comment are interfering with the public, asshole. Where's the fucking rule? Where? Where's the rule? I want to know. I want to see it. So before you make a statement of lies, as you continue to lie about LASA, as you continue to lie about the budget, as you continue to lie about LAPD budgeting and monies, hey, Mr. Singh in the background out there is on his way out, and I'm going to congratulate him because it's time that LAPD get the fuck out of Los Angeles. They're running out of money. You're not going to have a retirement. And as far as I'm concerned, 42 U.S.C. 1983 politely, fuck you, pumpkinhead, for the record.
Great. Your time has expired. Next speaker.
Thank you. Hold on, Mr. City Attorney. We're going to interrupt public comment here. I want the clerk, for the record, to reflect that Mr. Herman threw something onto the council floor while he was speaking. I just want to make sure the record reflects that.
Good morning. I assume all items and general public comment?
You assume correctly, sir.
Yes, so you can hear the mic's on. Go ahead, you have 3 minutes for the items and 1 minute for general public comment. Before we begin, I don't think you were here when we read out the items. The items that are open are 9 through 15. Go ahead.
Thank you. Yes. Okay, let's start with I think it's 9, about the street vacation. I am going to say here, and I think Smoke and Skin understands where I'm coming from, and I hope you do too, that I don't want any street vacations because I just can't trust the city to know the right time to do it or the right circumstances, because you guys went against everything and changed the name of North Berendo to L. Ron Hubbard, and it's like you can't undo it. You guys gave them a revocable permit, and they violate it constantly, and you don't revoke it, and they want a street vacation, so, like, I can't trust you. Like, how do we trust you guys that if you are going to do this, that if they violate all the terms, that you're not going to do something about it? So it seems like once you give all this leeway for whatever, that, you don't follow up to make sure they're not abusing the system. And then the one about Van Nuys, okay, I would normally, because, being a Valley resident, I would love that, but Mr. Lee's name is on it, and Mr. Lee understands, and Smoke and Skin remembers too, he still owes me an apology, okay? And so I can't vote yes for anything that Mr. Lee is putting forward because, and he even said he didn't know why he owes me an apology. I even explained it, and he's still being belligerent, Mr. President. And I think I think he should stop, and I think you should have a word with him. Because I would like to, sometimes he has some good ideas, and I would like to be able to say yes to his stuff. But I can't, because I cannot accept rudeness. I just think that's wrong. And I think Smoke and Skin would agree with me. I really do. And I hope you do too. Okay, the next one is, these unmanned things. Like, I understand that, everyone wants to be able to see everything and everywhere, but at what point do we just say, you know what, that we have enough surveillance? And I'm nervous because sometimes it seems like they go, like, if the police get it, then Scientology wants it, and you're going to say, okay. And then Scientology, because you know what, that's what happens with the surveillance, right? You allow them to have all this surveillance cameras, including license plate trackers, and, so now they're going to have drones, okay? Because that's what seems to happen. That's the process so far. You guys get this stuff, and then Scientology gets this stuff, and then uses it against people who are just minding their own business. Like, people going down the street of just anywhere around any Scientology building cannot have a private conversation, even though there's no expectation of privacy in public. And I know, we all know that, including, but still, who wants to be like a police state where Scientology knows everything you're saying around any one of their buildings? So let's say no, let's hold back until you guys divorce Scientology.
General public comment?
Okay, I am here to tell you,
Just a second, sorry. We're having some difficulty with our clock, but go ahead.
I'll take 3 minutes. Okay, we are tired of you guys giving giving Scientology all these carte blanche permits, even though every single time they have an event, I show you every single time I submit evidence of how they not only just violating it in a small way, but in a big way, like preventing fire access, no fire lanes, or nothing with they're preventing pedestrians, even though they're legally not allowed to do that. But you guys are allowing it, and you're open to lawsuits. And that's like, is that the only thing? Do I have to do that next? Do I have to sue the city because my rights keep getting violated? I would like to have some, like Smoke and Scan, to chime in and tell me what he thinks. I'm going to listen later to see what he thinks, if you guys should keep allowing them to violate the rights for the citizens to be able to go down a public street. And the permits are correct. I mean, the permit writing is correct. It's just that they're not obeying it and you're not enforcing it. So stop giving it to them. Thank you.
Okay, I'm here to also attach myself with audits comments. I'm here, as you all know, born and raised in the cult of Scientology. I'm here to remind you guys, you all have a job, and part of that job is to be honest and transparent and not allow companies, businesses like Scientology's front groups like Drug Free World or Narconon, or have author services or Galaxy Press infiltrate the city or their money or their permits, and that's what they're doing right now. on a daily basis. You have people infiltrating from $47 a week members that are indentured slaves that literally infiltrate themselves in the city. They go on the neighborhood council boards. They're there knowing what the city needs so that they can infiltrate it the next few months in advance. So please divorce yourself, like Audit said, divorce yourself from Scientology. Divorce yourself from what you think is normal, what drug programs you think are normal. When you find out they're front groups of Scientology, please do the right thing and divorce yourself and be aware of that. Thank you.
Next speaker.
Good morning. Always, it is an honor to address you all. I just wanted to make a statement about some of my experiences this morning to recenter the conversation and dialogue on things that are important to Angelenos, to the state of California, and hopefully by extension to the nation. What I really experienced this morning in Central City East, there are a lot of international vendors and an international presence there. And growing up where I grew up, right outside of Washington, D.C., there is a major consolidation of authority and respect in the international community. That's something that I'm working tirelessly to try and establish, especially with the generous Hispanic community that is there and furnishes a lot of the Central City Easters. You know, that's really something near and dear to me right now. Thank you guys. Have a good day.
Thank you. So on item number 9, we have a exemption for a street vacation, and I want to talk about street vacations. Street vacations actually fall into a couple of categories, but one of the options is actually for a Type R revocable. So you can rename and revoke a street to a private entity, and you have the option to take back that street, especially if the service of making it private does not serve the public at large. And that is an option that is actually not an option. It's actually a mandate. And that was a little test for you, Mr. City Attorney, where the Bureau of Street Services actually has to weigh formally what good is the public getting on whether they vacate a public street for private use. And in fact, to that point, over at intersection of West Sunset and Fountain Avenue, there's a street there that has been for years now with false pretenses and a false narrative. Unlawful special events permits have been
So you've
given
exhausted
to
your
a
1 minute on
street.
item 9. Please move on to another item, but you can continue that during general if you'd like.
Yes, and I'll leave that for the general public comment. So I want to also move now to number 12, the LAPD drones. There's a district court judge over in Michigan that ruled even flock cameras as well as drones are in fact public records. What is LAPD going to do with regard to such records? Is it going to fight back at the fact that you're taking a public tax dollar, you're recording the people, and whether or not they're going to fight back and argue, well, those records fall into some sort of exemption? What exemption is it? What argument do you have to go against a Michigan district judge who already ruled on this issue to say these records, this content is already public matter? You have no argument to go back on. What privacy argument do you have to go back on where you're using public tax dollars to literally spy on we the people and to do so in an open fashion? You have no expectation of privacy in public. And so that is a big point of contention with item number 12. Moving on to item number 15 is regarding hiring of more sworn LAPD personnel and going rah-rah behind that. The city has literally shit its entire budget into the LAPD, but the problem is the LAPD has so many liability payouts with regard to misconduct, with regard to corruption, that many of the new officers will literally not see pension payouts. You will not see your pension being paid out. The city is that much in debt, and it doesn't matter if the city council now votes on increasing your budget now. The only people that benefits are people that are almost at retirement age. Everybody else is royally fucked, and you should know that if you have any interest in going to join the LAPD. You will not get your pension. The city has totally abandoned you and fucked you over out of a pension. All you can expect is some overtime, but zero retirement options. You are royally fucked, and you have this city council to thank for. Moving over to general public comment.
Okay, so you have 1
Back
minute.
on the street vacation issue, Scientology for years has been using the Bureau of Street Services, specifically the executive leadership under the command of Keith Mose, and I published a misconduct profile on a website I help run called auditthegovernment.org. I already have a misconduct profile on Heidi Feldstein Soto, where she literally, deliberately, knowingly violated Marcy's law and protected a self-admitted pedophile from facing jail time and imprisonment by letting him off with a secret plea deal that she never, ever conferred with the victims to issue that plea deal before it was issued, but misrepresented it in court as such. His name is Anthony D'Amato. He's a self-admitted Scientologist. He's a self-admitted pedophile, and she protected his ass from ever experiencing any imprisonment. Back on the Keith Mose issue, he has family members and is using his executive position as the head of the Bureau of Street Services to unlawfully give Scientology various special events permits to close down a street in order to paint a narrative that the public doesn't want to use a public street, and it's total bullshit.
Next speaker. Item 8's not open for public comment, but you can speak to it during general, so you have 1 minute. Go ahead.
So I'm just going to speak general. So good morning. My name is Mark R. Edwards. I'm the Interim Director of Policy and Advocacy at Arts for LA, representing 75,000 supporters, 400 member advocates, and 180 member organizations. We strongly support Item 8, the Department of Cultural Affairs 2028 Cultural Program Framework. This is a solid, well-thought-out plan that, when implemented, will have significant impact. The cultural program will showcase local arts and culture by engaging over 150 artists and organizations and activating all 15 council districts. This will uplift our communities, stories, and celebrate LA's diversity. And lastly, free accessible events will reach at least 6,000 residents and provide youth, families, and people with disabilities opportunities to participate in creative experiences. Investing in inclusive programming ensures all Angelenos benefit from the Olympic and Paralympic legacy. Thank you.
Okay, so we need you to reduce the amount of signatures needed for the billionaire wealth tax to get on the bill next, to get on the ballot this year. I went and checked all the blogs, all the news. They're not saying that they have 5 years to pay it. They're not saying that it's only 5%. So we need you to reduce the amount of signatures it takes to get this on the ballot. Okay?
You can continue your comment. We can't respond back and forth, but you can continue your comment if
Okay,
you'd like.
well, I've talked to everybody in my job. I'm a blue-collar worker, and they don't understand. When they hear the word wealth, they get turned off. I said this yesterday. You can see all the problems in the audience these people are talking about are from rich people. The simple answer is the wealth tax. Get it on the ballot next month and have the people decide. That's it.
Okay. Like most of Los Angeles, I saw how you all are just talking, and I got really dismayed because I thought my vote mattered. I thought putting you guys there mattered. But then I looked into it, and only 20% of us show up in off-cycle elections to elect you. That leaves a small percentage of Los Angeles to elect you guys, which is why you're more loyal to the unions, which is why you're more loyal to billionaires, which is why you guys know that you're sharing data from flock cameras to DHS, you're sharing surveillance technology from Palantir, you're using this to create a surveillance state in our city. ICE is attacking people, pulling neighbors out of our streets. They are attacking people, they are acting lawlessly, they are provoking people, and they are white supremacists. I ask you to remember what John Lewis said. Get in good trouble, necessary trouble, and help redeem the soul of America. And if telling the truth is trouble...
Speaker, your time has expired.